Welcome to the Full Nelson. Today I'm going to be reviewing an armytek Wizard Pro headlamp, and I'm going to talk about headlamps in general and explain some things that I've learned and what I would recommend for you guys if you're in the market for a headlamp. So headlamps are really useful because they allow you to have both your hands free. If you're working on your car or you've shot an animal and you're taking care of an animal, things of that nature, anything that you need two hands free, you're backpacking, you're setting up a tent in the dark, anything that you need two hands free for, a headlamp really just excels in that area. And there's a bunch of different headlamps available on the market today, most of which are plastic construction. The housings are plastic. Pretty much the entire light is constructed of plastic. And those lights have some pros and cons. The pros are that they're cheap, and the cons are that they're not as durable. I wouldn't say they're not durable. Lots of people use them. People have been using them forever. But they're not as durable as some of the other offerings that I've discovered that are available today. So one of those offerings is this armytek Wizard Pro. Zebralight and armytek are the only two companies I found so far that make these. If you guys know of any others, you should let me know in the comments. But they make these lights that have a 90-degree head, and then they sell you this housing, and you just shove your light in there and use it as a headlamp. But they have this 90-degree head, and it's basically a solid metal pipe with the battery cover that's threaded on the one end and the headlamp that's on the other end. And these things are super tough. If you look at the waterproof ratings and the shockproof ratings and everything for these lights, they're just insanely tough. Like, I wouldn't hesitate to take this light outside and chuck it as far as I can chuck it onto the concrete. I go up to a 100-story building and drop this thing off of it. I don't know whether it survived that, but I can just tell you, like, feeling the light, its construction compared to a plastic light, where if you went out and dropped it from 5 feet, or if you threw it or something at concrete, it would break it. This is like essentially just throwing a metal pipe. I mean, there's just nothing to go wrong, nothing to break on this particular light. So the pros of this type of light with this metal pipe housing type thing is they're super waterproof, they're super durable. The downside is they're pretty expensive. You're looking at spending between, I want to say it's $50 and $90 for a light like this. Whereas you can go pick up a Petzl for 20, 30 bucks for some of their cheaper ones, maybe 40 or 50 for the more expensive ones. In my opinion, these are worth the price difference easily. I would be willing to bet money that you would go through 10 of those plastic headlamps before you would break one of these. I mean, that's just been my experience with these. They're just that tough. So I would check out armytek and Zebralight and look at some of these. You can get some that are powered by 18650s or some that are powered by AA batteries. This particular one's powered by 18650s. The other advantage that these lights have is the electronics in the light, in my opinion, offer a great deal more versatility than what you can get out of a traditional Petzl headlamp. The runtime on these lights is crazy. You can turn them on their brightest setting, which is brighter than any traditional plastic headlamp I've seen. They claim it's 1,000 lums, but I don't think it's that high, lumens. But I don't think it's that high. I think it's, that's what they claim. I have no idea what it really is. It's probably 600 or something anyway. But on this lowest setting, it's supposed to be a half a lumen, and you would think this is be a pretty useless brightness setting. It doesn't look very bright at all. I mean, it's hardly making any light. When I go backpacking or hiking, I prefer this setting. When it's nighttime and I'm in my tent or something and I need to get up and find something, I almost always use this setting because it's enough light that I can see what I'm doing, but it doesn't blind me. It doesn't blind anybody else around me. Like, it's perfect for that type of situation. On this setting, with an 18650, like what I'm using in this light now, it will last 100 days. That's the run time. And I don't know if it will actually last that long because I've never tested that, but I have tested all the brighter settings, all the way down to like 100 lumens or something like that, which was like 30 days. I can't remember how much it was. 100 wasn't 30 days. What was it? It was 30 hours or something, I can't remember. But I've tested almost all the other brightness settings on this light, and they've either met or exceeded what armytek claims. So I have no doubt that when they say this lowest setting will run for 100 days, they're not kidding. So no other headlamp I've seen of the plastic kind, the cheaper kind, have that type of runtime because they don't offer a setting that's that low. And the flip side is this will go all the way up to 500 or 1,000 lumens is what they claim. It will go all the way up way brighter than any plastic headlamp I've ever seen. So it covers both of the extremes. It has better run times. You can go higher brightness if that's what you want. The light's tougher. In other words, this light, in my opinion, is better in every single way. The only downside is price, and they're a little bit heavier. But to me, they're worth the trade-off in both of those categories. So if you guys are in the market for a really good headlamp, I would check out armytek's offerings, and I would check out Zebralight's offerings and look at all their headlamps, choose what type of battery source you want, stuff like that. And I guarantee after you've tried one of these, you won't go back. They're that good. I'm getting rid of all the rest of the plastic headlamps I've got, and I'm buying more of these because they're fantastic. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments related to this video, leave them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.